In football, dominance is familiar. We've seen great teams before. We've seen eras, dynasties, machines. But this is something else. Because when Bayern Munich went 18 games unbeaten to start the season, nobody panicked, nobody asked questions, because we thought we understood Bayern, but we didn't. This wasn't dominance, this was precision without variation, control without chaos, violence without risk. And now, after dismantling Europe and defeating Real Madrid on the biggest stage, we're left with one question. Are we watching the most complete team football has ever produced? At first, it looked normal. Bayern winning games, scoring freely, controlling matches. That's expected. But then, the pattern didn't break. 18 games, no collapse, no drop in intensity, just the same performance repeated. And when patterns repeat in football, they usually break. But this one didn't. After 19 matches, 17 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss, over 60 goals scored, just 18 conceded. That's not form, that's not momentum, that's manufactured consistency. And football isn't supposed to work like that. Let's compare the great teams: Bayern Munich under Hansi Flick, Manchester City treble winners, Barcelona under Pep. All dominant, all historic, but all human. They fluctuated. Their numbers sat within a predictable range. This Bayern team, it breaks away from the curve, a statistical outlier, a team performing at April-level dominance in October. That shouldn't happen, because usually high-scoring teams concede more, high-pressing teams burn out, fast starters collapse after international breaks, but Bayern didn't. Why? Because this isn't a hot streak, it's a system. What Vincent Kompany built isn't just tactical, it's structural. It removes uncertainty from football. Build up, control before chaos. Most teams build with 4. Bayern builds with 3, sometimes 2. Manuel Neuer steps forward, centre-backs split wide, midfield drops into a triangle. Instant overload, instant control. No panic, no randomness. Fullbacks that aren't fullbacks. On paper, defenders. In reality, free agents. Konrad Laimer adjusts dynamically. Josip Stanisic drifts centrally. They don't occupy space, they react to it, which means Bayern is always one step ahead, one player extra. In the final third, football is rewritten. This is where it all breaks. Instead of structure, Kompany allows controlled freedom. Shapes like 2-4-4, 2-2-6, 6 attackers. But it doesn't collapse. Why? Because distances stay tight. Lose the ball, win it back in 2 seconds. It's positional play, mixed with pressing and executed at extreme speed. This Bayern team creates something rare, chaos that they fully control. On the wings, Luis Díaz is explosion, Michael Olise is precision, fire and silk, speed and deception. Stretch the pitch wide, then collapse it instantly. There is no correct way to defend them. Press high, Neuer goes long. Sit deep, shots rain in. Mark tight, they rotate. Every solution becomes a problem. Systems don't win seasons. Systems don't score goals. Players do. And what makes this version of Bayern Munich terrifying is that their system isn't carrying the attackers. The attackers are amplifying the system. The finisher who isn't just a finisher. Start with the obvious, Harry Kane. But calling Kane a striker this season is incomplete, because his role has evolved into something closer to a central command unit. Current season output: goals 28 plus, assists 10 plus, goal contributions per game 1.5. But the numbers don't explain the impact. Kane doesn't wait for chances, he creates the conditions for them. He drops into midfield, pulls defenders out of position, and by the time they realize what's happening, the space behind them is already being attacked. This is why Bayern don't rely on chance creation. They manufacture inevitability. Then comes the disruption. Luis Díaz. If Kane is structure, Díaz is destruction. Current season output: goals 15 plus, assists 8 plus, progressive carries per game among the highest in Europe. But his real weapon is acceleration. Díaz doesn't just beat defenders, he forces entire defensive lines to retreat, which changes everything. Because once a defense drops even 5 meters deeper, Kane gets space, Olise gets time, midfield gets control. Díaz doesn't just attack, he reshapes the pitch. The architect of chaos. On the opposite side, Michael Olise, where Díaz is speed, Olise is calculation. Current season output: goals 12 plus, assists 14 plus, chances created elite tier across Europe. But his real value is decision-making under pressure. Olise slows the game down just enough to make the right pass look inevitable. Defenders hesitate against him, and hesitation is fatal against Bayern, because while you're thinking, the system is already moving. The invisible contribution, rotation and overloads. Here's where the numbers get scary, because Bayern's attack isn't static, it's rotational. Kane drops, Díaz runs inside, Olise drifts wide, fullback overlaps, midfield pushes, shape becomes 2-2-6. At any moment, there are 5 to 6 players inside the final third. That's not normal. That's overload at a level most teams can't process in real time. And the stats reflect it. Bayern averaging 3+ goals per game, multiple scorers every match day, high shot volume with high efficiency. Not wasteful, not desperate, precise. Why are these numbers different? We've seen big numbers before, but not like this. Because usually, one player carries the scoring, another carries creativity, others fill gaps. At Bayern, those roles overlap. Kane creates and finishes, Olise creates and scores, Díaz stretches and destroys. It's not a front three, it's a network. And here's the most terrifying part: the engine. Joshua Kimmich, Alexander Pavlovic. One controls rhythm, one stabilizes structure. Together, they make chaos sustainable. The foundation: Dayot Upamecano, Jonathan Tah, Manuel Neuer. Defenders who don't defend, they build, they press, they dominate space. This isn't even peak Bayern, because players like Jamal Musiala, Alphonso Davies haven't fully integrated into this version yet, which means this attack is still evolving, still expanding, still becoming harder to stop. So when you look at the goals, when you look at the assists, when you look at the numbers, you might think this is just another great attacking team. It isn't. Because this isn't about output, it's about sustainability at elite levels. This attack doesn't rely on moments, it runs on structure. And when structure meets elite talent, you don't get a good team, you get something far more dangerous. Every great team needs a defining moment. For Bayern, it came against Real Madrid, the kings of Europe, the inevitable team, the team that always finds a way. But this time, they didn't. Because Bayern didn't blink, they didn't retreat, they didn't adapt to Madrid, they forced Madrid to adapt to them. Press after press, wave after wave, control after control. Madrid weren't outplayed, they were contained. And when the final whistle blew, it wasn't just a victory, it was a statement. The old kings were gone, and a new system had taken over. So here we are, a team that shouldn't exist, a system that doesn't break, a season that doesn't slow down. This isn't form, this isn't luck, this is design. And if this is just the foundation, then what happens in May? Because the real fear isn't what Bayern Munich are right now, it's what they're becoming. an unstoppable force.